We tend to think of certain actions or certain functions of our body as happening sort of autonomously or happening without us having to decide. And those things are things like, generally speaking, our heart beating, or producing various various cells and organisms that are having to do their biological functions. We think of most of that as happening without a decision occurring in our mind, right? But then we also think of like a fairly small slice of our experience or our actions as being driven by decisions.
This is
and
true.
So what do we think makes those special, other than the fact that we think about them consciously? Is there anything else besides that?
Well, something that comes to mind is the notion of gut bacteria, actually, and the influence that has on the mind. Mm-hmm. So then, there's the saying that you are what you eat, right? But your gut bacteria actually is described as your second brain. Obviously, there's no real aspect of your consciousness. The consciousness does not come from your stomach outward or your gut outward.
As far as we know.
As far as we know, but it influences it. So, for example, you eat a certain type of food, it makes you feel kind of groggy and gross. Like I personally don't eat gluten, just because it makes me feel slow. And it's not that I'm gluten intolerant, I just don't feel good when I eat gluten. And as an example, so it's like I'm conscious of the fact that it makes me feel that way. And so I am now able to make a decision, well, I can make a correlation or I can make a causal relation, even if it's not actual causality, but the fact of eating gluten causing me to feel a certain way leads me to say, well, the next best decision for you to make in terms of your health is to not eat gluten. But then there's also the part of me that's like, but I really, really like cinnamon rolls. So it's like, I really like that taste. So it's like my needs are in conflict. My taste buds are telling me, oh, this is really good. This is sugar. And it gives you energy. It tastes good. But later on in the process when you're digesting, it's taking away your energy. It's actually making you not feel as healthy. So there's almost like the conscious decision to not or to eat or not to eat cinnamon rolls. That is the question.
That is the question.
To be or not to be. That is the question. To eat or not to eat. We should add that to our merch line. To think or not to think.
So good question.
Can you choose to think? Can you choose to choose?
Let me think about that.